Okay, this is an update to the Enertion Raptor review I did about a month ago. I just want to fill everybody in on what's happening and how it's been working so far. So when I first got it, 20 miles in, it broke. Well, both of the vescs shorted out on the positive leads. The pins poked through, and I'll put a photo of that. Then I had both motors short out internally. The wires had no sheathing on them, and I guess there's a clear enamel, but they just arc out and short internally. So I had to pull both motors apart, fix them myself, and then that got that working. And I was able to go about 4 or 5 miles, and a bad solder joint on the capacitor came apart. It was really, really cold joint. So that came apart, but I couldn't see it because it was under all the heat shrink. So I fixed that. Then the controller itself started acting up. It would shut off. And what it was, the power button on the controller wouldn't click anymore. And I'll show you what I mean. So on the controller, that top button is power. The bottom one is brake or programming. I don't know if you can see it. You can hear it click. Well, the top one wouldn't click anymore. It would just push in. So it would shut off on me just from the rubber case around it. So I had to take it apart, put a piece of foam behind it, so you have to kind of push it in hard to get it to turn on and off. But that's okay. I'm all right with that. Let me see. And then I also upgraded the wheels. So these were the stock wheels that came with it. You can see they didn't do too well. These things are rock hard. I think they're supposed to be 80. These are ABEC 11 clones, but they felt like skating on those little steel wheels from back in the day. So these are 75A. You can see right there. So for the durometer, durometer, whatever, 75, and then 83 millimeter, the ABEC 11 flywheel. So these are the real ones instead of the clones with Enertion stamped on them. So made a huge difference. If you're going to order this board, order these wheels on eBay. They were $65 shipped. This is a huge difference. So just so much smoother and quieter. So I can't say enough good things about these. I finally, after a month, got the handle. After my first email, really they didn't do anything about it. Just told me they didn't sell them anymore. Then the owner, me and him emailing back and forth, finally asked what I wanted. So they sent me the handle. Of course, it was missing the screws. And it wasn't anodized blue like the motors. It was supposed to look like that in the picture. It was silver. So I just went ahead and polished it myself, and I'm happy with it. It's fine. It works. It's good. I'm real happy with it. The motor shorts, I already have the picture. You would have already seen that. But what it was, the wires inside here, they're all spooled up, and as it vibrates around riding, they rub together and they started shorting out. So and then today I Then today, this morning, I got an email. Today's August 29th, I think. I got an email reply back from Enertion that I sent July 23rd. So I told them I had problems. I thought it was my remote and my board won't work. So over a month later, I finally get a reply. I've already fixed it myself. They were basically no help. Jason did send me a motor to replace one of them that I repaired. So I'll swap that out. But a month later, I'm still just getting a reply back. So for somebody that can't work on this stuff, you'd be sitting around for a month waiting for help and for nothing to happen. You know, you either do it yourself or wait for a month to get a reply. So I went on the electric skateboard forums, and that was a help. All the information was there because obviously every person there has had problems. Not everybody, but a lot of people had the same problems as me, and they're a little bit smarter than me and figured it out. So that is a help. Enertion was not much help. So the board is very fast. I did 15 miles on it the other day and still had between 25 and 30% left in the battery. So that's great. Super fast. I've never gone full throttle on it ever. So when it works, it's great. If you want to work on a skateboard, this may be the skateboard for you if you can do that stuff. So not really what I wanted, but now it's working. So I'm happy with it today. I probably have about 100 miles on it, and I haven't had to replace any belts. So you can see the belt still looks like it's in pretty good shape. You know, nothing is worn. The plastic sprockets aren't deteriorated, and everything looks pretty good. So happy with that. A couple scratches. That's just from going up and down the streets where they hit the sidewalks, and there's little humps. So everything else is holding up good. You know, something I do notice, like this screw, they vibrate loose, so I tighten them after every ride. And that's it. So just an update. So it is working as of today. So thank you very much.